to be a working actress and then getting a role in a movie where you are like you're the girl, you know. So what was that like to when you got cast, and what was the experience like for you?
Well, the audition process was all in New York, so it took a little bit because I actually came back to LA during that time. And whenever I got that call, I remember I was home. It was like 3 in the afternoon, and my manager calls me. He's like, "Guess what?" I'm like, "What?" And every time he like stalls to tell me things, I'm like, "It's either really good or really bad. Give it to me." He's like, "So you got the movie?" And I was so happy. I was ecstatic, and I'm just so blessed to have been given this opportunity, especially at that at this point, I got the opportunity to work with not only a great director who gave me a lot of freedom and who nurtured me but also with some great actors. So it was great.
Terrence was saying that actually what was on the page and what Ditto like kind of gave him in the end changed, like it was different from completely. And so did you have that same kind of experience with the director then?
Yes, actually I had a conversation with Channing prior to us starting the filming, and I remember Channing telling me that there's gonna be things, he's like, watch, he's like, when you see this movie, you're gonna see things that you did that you didn't even know were on the page, and you didn't even know that you did. And he was right. Ditto has a very special way of seeing things and translating things on camera and capturing moments that just make his work very unique to him and give him like a very strong edge. And it's great seeing it on screen because there's things that I'm like, wow, okay, I didn't know that was there.
There seems to be even freedom in dialogue, because at some point I was like, God, it just seems like they're just talking at this point, and that's an exciting thing because you're so used to dialogue. And were these all on the page, or was it kind of?
I think there were moments where we did, but most of it was scripted. I mean, of course it's a script, but I think there was a little freedom, a little bit. I think that we did have to kind of bring it back in, and because it felt like we felt very comfortable with each other, and like I said earlier, he gave us a lot of freedom, but there was still a script to stick to, and so we did have all of that.
The realness of this film, you were in one scene where the fighting actually was going on. Was it interesting for you to watch that side? Because I guess that was the first time you in that scene. Yeah. What was that like to watch?
Well, it was intense. I remember at one point thinking like, wow, he's really gonna get hurt. They're both gonna really get hurt. Brian White, who also did amazing in this movie, and I think they pulled it off beautifully, because I was really like in shock watching this when we were filming. I was like, wow, it was cold and it just felt very real.
Would you ever be in a fighting sequence? Are watching them? Did that inspire you to maybe like roll up your sleeves?
I would love to. I mean, I would love to do it. Why not? I've never, I can certainly train for stuff like that. That'd be,
What kind of a fighter would you be? I'm a scratcher, so I don't know what you...
You're a scratcher.
I'm a scratcher, hair puller. I don't know what you would be.
No, I don't want to pull hair if I'm going to fight somebody.
Are you a chairlifter? I mean,
I'm a I throw things at you fighter.
I'm scared of that. Thank you very much.
Just kidding.